The top 5 most visited websites in the world right now are Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and ChatGPT. Look at that list again. Your MLS isn't on it. Zillow isn't on it, but to be fair, Zillow is on the most visited websites in the world for the United States. I believe it's in the top 30, which is kind of crazy. But your brokerage's Facebook page isn't on it. The entire real estate industry is posting to each other. And the rest of the world, nobody's watching. This is Your Daily Real Estate. It's a podcast. It's a show. I'm Tristan Ahumada. I do this every day, almost every day. Let's get into this. Last week, I ran a prompt live on stage with a few hundred agents in the room. We plugged it into Claude specifically. You can plug it anywhere you want. I plugged it into Claude. And then I told everybody to plug it into ChatGPT or Claude. And by the time the output came back, half the room went quiet. You could feel it because the output basically showed them in about 30 seconds or so that they've been spending the last 5 years pouring energy into the wrong platforms. And they didn't even know it. Here's what the data actually says. Google pulls over 100 billion visits a month. YouTube is about 54 billion. Facebook is 10 billion. Instagram 6 billion. And ChatGPT, which didn't exist 3 years ago, just cracked the top 5 with over 5 billion visits a month. That's not a company. That's a rocket. Most agents still don't have a plan for how their business shows up there. When I ask agents where they post, almost all of them say Instagram and Facebook, maybe TikTok, maybe LinkedIn. A few do YouTube. Almost zero have thought about Reddit. And in some cases, I have one hand raised in an audience of about 100 or 200. Reddit, where real buyers are asking real questions about their market every single day. Yeah, every single day. Almost zero have thought about what happens when somebody asks ChatGPT, who's the best real estate agent in Ventura? Because ChatGPT answers with a name, and usually not yours. And that's because the web knows very little about you. In places like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and Perplexity pulls from all those. Nobody in real estate is talking about it in this way. So a few months ago, I built a prompt. It's simple. You paste it in your business, you paste it in your market, you paste it in what you sell and who you sell to, and the AI gives you back the top platforms in the world, ranked by where your specific audience is actually spending time. Then it builds you a week-by-week plan. Week 1, do this. Week 2, let me outline a little table for you. Week 3, same thing. You can test this all the way to week 4. It's not a theory, it's a calendar. And you want to know what most agents do with a calendar like that? They follow it for a week and then quit. That's not the problem I want you to have. I want you to be the one who actually runs it. Now, I threw this up into Instagram last week, late last week. It was a short, minute video, and I showed what it produced really quick. It did quite well. So I thought, let's run a YouTube video on this so that I can give it to you here too. I'll put it up in the link below so you don't have to request it. I'm kind of slow when you request things. So it's going to be in the description. This way we put it there. Think about this at Why Realty. We've been testing this out for the last 4 months, and our agents are showing up better. The ones who take it seriously don't waste time on platforms doing the things that they shouldn't be doing. They have an outline, and that's how I want you to treat this. This is an outline for your business. I want you to start using it with a lot more intent, and I want you to show up where actual buyers and sellers are paying attention, specifically the ones you need, because they're not all for you. Now, this isn't magic. It's a math problem. You go to where the attention is. You don't go where it used to be. It's like Wayne Gretzky, right? Skate to where the puck is going. Same thing here. You don't go to where it used to be. And here's the part I want you to really hear. ChatGPT is not just a website anymore. It's a referral engine. When your clients ask, hey, what's the best real estate agent here? Or what's the best place to eat here? Or what's the best tool for this? Or what's the best tool for that? It's the same thing. They're asking about our business. It answers them. And what it says about you really matters on how you play with it. So over the next 12 months, I need to show up better here because it pulls from Instagram. Specifically, it'll pull from Reddit, especially if it's ChatGPT. But more importantly, it'll pull from your personal website. So whatever your name is, Joe the real estate agent, well, get your last name in there. Call him Joe Brilliant, right? JoeBrilliant.com should exist. I want you to figure this out so you can show up more. It's the agents who are going to show up doing this consistently that are going to start showing up even more. And it doesn't take a very long time for you to break through. This is why when I broke this down and I said, hey, where are the 5 most visited websites in the world? I need you to show up there first because that's your plan. I'd start with the number 1 site first. Which one is the one that you gravitate to? The most you already have a plan for Google? Great. Let's expand on that using the sheet. Show up on YouTube a lot or you don't, I've seen this really grow for our agents in a matter of a month. So stop guessing where to post, audit it. The tools exist. The prompts take, at least this prompt takes less than 5 minutes to run, 30 seconds. If you want the actual prompt, go to the description below, you'll get it. But if you want more training on this consistently, where AI is going and how to use it for real estate, go to ai.abrillianttribe.com. It'll be below. That's where we teach things like this on a consistent daily manner in a community. And then we have these workshops. Anyway, if you found this useful, send this to an agent that you think will like this, or send it to a friend or somebody else. See you tomorrow.